I want to talk about chicken and egg problem that we have here in context of chip technology. But it's a bit strange. Is my background on agriculture, or biology? Actually, it's not. Um, my name is Sebastian Thiede. I'm a professor of manufacturing systems at the Faculty of Engineering Technology. What I'm typically dealing with is stuff like that. The production of complex and hopefully innovative products in factories like that. How many machines do we need? What kind of machines? What is the role of the human in that whole setup? And how can we eventually design and operate factories in a proper way? And of course, in the end, as we heard already, that should be highly efficient, competitive on the global market, but also flexible and sustainable. So these are important things to consider. So when I came, I'm originally German, and when I came to UT 4.5 years ago, I was asked, okay, why do you go to UT actually? And I thought, actually in the Netherlands, Twente is the place to go for manufacturing, not just in chip tech, but also beyond that. There are so many things around here in manufacturing, and of course UT is a great place that brings together the expertise and the people and the infrastructure to work on that, and all the different faculties actually. So that's why we thought, oh, that's a great place. Let's go there and do research together on those important topics. And by the way, this example that you see here is an electronics company in southern Germany. They actually make use of chip technology to build it into industrial automation, into controls, which eventually then comes back into production machines. Which leads me a bit already to that chicken and egg thing. What about that chicken and egg? One part of that, not sure whether that's the chicken or the egg, we heard already from Jos. Chips are everywhere, and this will increase even more in the future. So what you see here, without going into the details, is the growth of the chip market, and what you see, of course, it's everywhere. We heard that. Automotive, communications, consumer electronics, IT, but also industrial automation. So it's crucial to develop those chips and have more of the chips, produce them efficiently, and also with more capabilities, because chip technology gets more complex and complex. What can happen if we are not able to do that? You see here, some years ago, after COVID times, right, the chip crisis, which led to a series of effects in different industries, automotive, healthcare, you name it. You see some examples here, leading to shutdown of factories. As a factory guy, I get a bit nervous about that. So we have to deal with solutions that enable us to produce more and maybe even better chips, more powerful chips. However, where is now the other side of that chicken and egg thing? Probably you heard of terms like smart industry, industry 4.0, industrial internet, you name it, all these buzzwords that you hear nowadays. And this is, from our perspective, also part of the solution for that whole thing, right? So we have a lot of new developments over the last decade or maybe 15 years with new sensors, providing us a lot of data, new digital models that can be used. Everything is connected, you know that, generative AI, all these things that we have nowadays, and we heard some very nice examples. And actually, we see a lot of potential to use that also in future factories to improve our production, in chip technology production, but also in other industries. And there the chicken and egg thing comes into play. So we need more and better chips to produce more and better chips. And of course, this is what we want to overcome and support. There are a lot of applications, a lot of challenges that we see from a production perspective. One is, of course, quality rate. Yeah, you can imagine what you produce should be of good quality. Otherwise, it's a waste and is not competitive then anymore. So high quality and digital twins, for example, can help there to predict beforehand whether this will be a good or bad product, and you can actually change that to controlling your machine in another way. Or upscaling. You heard already, and we will hear more about upcoming new processes, new materials, but how to ensure a smooth ramp up into production to make it processing, make it utilizing it as fast as possible. Upscaling is an important issue. Sustainability, I don't need to stress that too much more. We heard a lot of things about that. Energy demand is an important issue in chip industry, but also, of course, the material is very important, not just in terms of cost, but also environmental impact. And last but not least, certainly the human factor. Skilling the human, the workforce on all levels, as we heard, is very important. And we think that as a university, we will and we do contribute in that direction with learning factories and things that we are building up in that context. So altogether, I think we as UT already do and will contribute even more to the different developments in the chip tech domain. So looking forward to that future journey. And with that, I want to hand over actually to Dawson. We will give you an example for the latest exciting developments in the material section. So thanks very much.